Welcome to None Dare Call It a live stream. It is me and it is Brent, Mr. Brent.
Hello.
How are you doing this fine?
I'm good. How are you
day?
guys?
Oh my God, you're too loud, Brent.
Why?
Uh,
Okay, I can turn it down.
No,
Let me turn it down.
I got it on
Okay.
my end. Don't worry about it. I got it handled. All right, I got to get in a little closer here. Hold on now. Hold on, don't go anywhere. All right, there we go. Should be a little louder. YouTube keeps telling me my
I just like
optimal.
I just drank. This is a Red Bull, but I just drank it like Trump for a second there. I was like,
Is that a problem? He can't drink fluids?
I don't think he knows how to handle receptacles of liquid.
Right ear only for Dylan. Yep, that's
What's happening? No. Is my shit fucked? So Dylan's audio is gone, and it's gonna be just me and myself, and you guys. So please talk to me. Are we on? Oh, we're on. Oh, good. Late. Craig says we're late. So let's keep that in mind. Gotta love Skype. So happy July 3rd Eve, everybody. Wait, no, that was yesterday. Happy July 4th Eve. I screwed up. I texted Dylan yesterday. I was like, "Happy July 4th Eve," and I was like, that was a good joke." And he just wrote back. He's like, "You mean Eve Eve?" So yeah. Hope everyone's staying inside when they light off their fireworks. I hope. Just kidding. Don't do that. Well, they can't light off their fireworks inside. Can anybody hear Dylan? No one can hear it. Skype. Oh. Okay. And since I don't have YouTube pulled up, so go to Discord and talk to me if you guys want to say anything to me directly to my face. Hello, Aquarium Ibis. How are you? Oh yes. Okay. So while Dylan figures out his audio issues, we're going to put on a video, and it's about 5 hours long. It's going to be Gone with the Wind. So I'm just kidding. With a long intro before it, we'll make sure and give it context because it's kind of fucked up. All right. So yeah. So we'll have a video for everyone to enjoy. And the video is this, me talking. That yes. Now we're invisible. Okay, I'm invisible now, which is even scarier. And let's see. So why is he still talking? That isn't that long.
Magnetic fields, even of weak quality, have an effect upon our microbiome.
Mackenzie River Pizza Company. I would like to try that. Craig is saying he had lunch there, and it took forever.
Impact human DNA.
Let's chat on Discord for now. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so sorry, we're gonna shut down the stream real quick. We're gonna fix this technical stuff. We'll be right back.
All right, we should be back online. Sorry about that, y'all.
Hello.
Lordy B, I hope everyone can hear everything. I certainly hope so. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Let's watch a fucking video about the truth about 5G finally. Right. Jesus Christ.
On it. Electromagnetic fields, even of weak quality, have an effect upon our microbiome, which is really essential to our whole being.
Microbiome.
This is going to eviscerate microbial DNA inside human beings, which is our effective operating system, number one. So it may not impact human DNA in laboratory experiments right now, and they're saying it doesn't impact human DNA. But given that human DNA is less than 1% of the cellular DNA in the human body, the rest of the cellular DNA is microbial, and we know that this will eviscerate microbial DNA. So we're talking about a takedown of the operating system of human beings.
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly.
Takedown.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh, this is the best part, though.
Hey, can you turn down your audio on your end, Brent?
Wow.
Yeah.
This is Amanda. From
hi, how are you?
Hi, I've been trying to get a hold of you for months now. You guys are covering up chemtrails.
No, we are not covering it. We have no reason to cover up chemtrails.
Of course, you have every reason to cover it up. Every reason. It's called
what
losing your
reason
job.
would that be?
Oh, well, you personally, you would lose your job if you were to reveal anything to me, and it's probably unsafe
Reveal
for you to be speaking about this, considering the types of individuals you work for.
It's not unsafe.
It is unsafe.
There's no problem with us talking on. You're a citizen. You're making a complaint.
And this is
Lord, have mercy on myself.
this is supposed to make the anti-5G people look good.
We don't have authority to regulate.
And it's definitely working.
Yep.
So the connection between chemtrails and 5G.
It's all interconnected. The metallized particulates, that would allow the 5G phased array, so basically the radar, that would allow it to be able to identify you, so it can watch you, it can identify you in your own home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
For the last X amount of years, we've been through chemtrailing, and that is now the cat is out of the box. We've had these nanoparticulates raining down on humanity.
Pay attention, everybody.
For years now, impregnating our bodies, by best accounts, staying inside our bodies. Those nanoparticulates, what you're saying, are building up a kind of a phosphorescence glow capability so that we can be flagged up in our homes, behind concrete and steel, inside bunkers, in the basement, doesn't matter where you are. The 5G will be able to now triangulate, map, and read you because you, as a living being, are impregnated with these nanoparticulates, which are acting as a kind of transmission and reception technology.
It's exactly, absolutely exactly.
I'm loving this choice.
You have to consider that DNA
Yeah, I mean,
also
I
works
imagine
as a
when I
friend.
wrote that down, I had to physically write that down word for word on the computer. I'd pause it, right? And then I read it. I just laughed so hard. I was like, what am I doing with my life? This is what am I doing?
This is your life.
It is.
This is your choice. You decided, you know what? This is the way I'm going to live. This is what I'm going to do. And it's great. The decisions we've made are great. And
I have to say the best documentary filmmaking. The stuff I prefer is when the documentary filmmaker is the one preaching at the guy that's being interviewed too. That's always
I love the guy in the mirror. The guy is so close up. The guy that he's interviewing, who is also saying maybe 2% of the lines. The guy's just shouting at him, and he agrees with him. I can understand that approach if, you have a hostile witness, so to speak, where they really don't agree with you, and then you got to get in their face like John or whatever. You know, that guy, that shill at the Department of Environmental Quality. That's the guy you got to attack. But you don't attack the guy who agrees with you.
Right.
And Craig is letting us know that chemtrails, they're not nanoparticulates, they are condensation. Slightly different.
Yes.
Maybe condensation is made out of nanoparticles? I don't know. I am not
sort
a
of
scientist.
phosphorescence. So.
Okay. That's small. That's all I know about nano. Is it means small. And that's all I know. Speaking of something that's not as small, is civil liberties, and we just finished our we get more Dylan. Craig is saying I think they need more me.
How is my volume?
I think your volume's good. All right, I think I'm finally activating my true voice potential, but I don't want to have to yell.
No Mike Pence, though. Sad.
Sadly, no Mike Pence today. No Mike Pence. All right.
Let's be with Mother. He spends every July 3rd, every July 4th Eve with Mother.
It's got to be the creepiest word in the English language. Yep. Mother. Gross. All right. So anyway, we talked a lot. We just finished our Posse commentator series, and we all know now. Popping.
Oh, that's not a request to pop.
I certainly hope not. Let me lower mine a little bit. Get out of the red. Yep, get out of the red there. All right. So we've learned that the sheriff is the
highest.
Oh, moist. Yeah, moist is a bad word. I wonder what that's about. The word moist. Are you familiar with this phenomenon, Brent? People do not like the word moist.
I've heard of that.
Doesn't bother me. But mother without...
moist things bother me, but not the word.
Yeah. Moist things bother you. That's interesting.
I mean, yeah, unless it's like a Clorox wipe.
You know what the worst moist thing is? A towel. Like a damp towel. Worst thing in the world. Worse than climate change. Damp towel. It's like...
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. No, I got something worse than that. A moist Kleenex.
Oh,
get out of here, right?
A moist condom.
Wow.
It's funny, Aquarian Ibis just mentioned how moist is the worst word, and I keep saying it. So let me stop that. Let's talk about something a little bit more sensible. So we know the sheriff is the highest law enforcement official in the land. That's true. That's something we learned. So let's kind of see someone who's really taking that and really taking it seriously, because I feel like a lot of people just aren't taking that seriously. And so we have a Sheriff Daniels who is taking it seriously. Let me see if I can embiggen this real quick. This is a Sheriff Daryl Daniels, and let's see what he has to say. I think he's got some good ideas.
Hey folks, me and the men and women of the Clay County Sheriff's Office just want to weigh in on what we're seeing going on, played out across the media, or mainstream media in this country.
Man, why is he so quiet? You gotta yell when you're a sheriff. I don't know why the sheriff is being so quiet.
It's probably because he's like 50 feet away from the camera. Like it's like,
oh, that's a good point.
Any facial features on this guy? Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to help him out. This time it's not my fault. I don't think.
That's just USA Today.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not my fault, because you know what? Let's do something better. I don't care about the sheriff there. I'm sorry. So, long story short, this is an article that Brent sent our way. Sent my way. He did not send it to himself. Basically, this Sheriff Daryl Daniels, he is a Clay County Sheriff in Florida, and he is going to, his approach to fighting rioters and the Antifa terrorists who are setting fire to our communities. He is going to deputize gun owners. Appears to be his method, which
And
I like.
The left-wing Antifa, not the like Ryan Bundy Antifa.
Yeah, that's the good Antifa.
Yeah.
He's worried about, because the fascists, like, you got to worry about. You have to worry about the UFW. Clearly, United Farm Workers. Those are I think the Brown Beret fascists is what a Mr. Francis Earl Gillings told us. And he is right. But so anyway, yeah, I don't care about the sheriff. Let's, this next person, you might know who he is. I'm pretty sure I've shared this with Brent. This man is the greatest part of Detroit. If you know nothing about Detroit, you really ought to know about this individual. And I feel even more appropriate, kind of given what's going on in this day and age. So this is Gil, or GMC for show, and I hope you enjoy. Still quiet.
Y'all hear that?
All right, still kind of quiet. Let me see what I can do about that real quick. Yeah. I don't know why everything's being quiet. We're not. We're loud as shit.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, we can't get this here thing going loudly. Craig says he can hear it, so maybe I'm just hallucinating. That's perfectly possible. So you know what? Let's do it. GMC for show is important enough where I really want to get it out there. So let's do it. National Treasure, GMC for show, everybody. Brent, have I shown you this?
I don't know. I don't remember this. Do you think this would stand out to me? I think you did. I think you have shown me this.
I know it ain't my phone because I ain't.
Yeah, okay, I remember it.
Where the hell is I'm at? This is Back to the Future, Black to the Future spinoff. Why these people all rolling up on me like I'm some clothes and they trying to get the lint off. When they whips all got horses and I heard, whoa there, nigga. I had my hand on my pistol and I said, whoa there, trigger. Fuck that. What's back? I just got anger for strangers. I bring unlimited danger. I am the black
don't have legs.
Ranger. Macedon, get food poison. It's so goddamn raw. Flip kicking nigga, declare martial law. You wanna talk shit first, reattach your jaw. He said he learned it from his parents, so I blast his paw. I think I saw the mystery. I don't know how, but I think I'm back in history. There was something a little off out of the corner of my eye. I'm pretty sure I saw a Hitler seat. Swat, sticker, nigga. Swat, sticker, nigga. Hey, is this what we doing, y'all? Nigga. Y'all serious? Hitler just gonna swat, sticker, nigga. Like that's cool. Swat, sticker, nigga. How about swag stickers, nigga? Nine, swat, sticker, nigga. No, swag sticker, nigga. Nine, swat, sticker, nigga. Nah, swag sticker, nigga. Nine, swat, sticker, nigga. Nah, swag sticker, nigga.
Nine.
Okay, to recap, you know the same time we back in slave time and Hitler at the same time. Plus, it's kind of important. That nigga
oh man, he's dabbing.
Straighten them out 'cause that nigga mighty morphin.
Oh, he is.
My people is down. My current priorities is to fight the authority, free all the minorities, and burn shit. That's it. I got a lighter in my pocket and a short fuse. You know I bring fire, man. That's old news. Get lit, bitch. Molotov to the plantation. Send mass to the damn nation. Put my fist through his damn face and hit Jiminy find a new replacement. For the wickedly whipping and picking up people that's trying to make a living. I'm fixing the kicking the dick for you niggas. I'm sick of you niggas. Don't forget about the swag.
All right.
Nigga. No, swag. Stick it.
GMC for show, everybody. He actually got a little bit of. I think he was featured on one Jimmy Fallon.
Oh wow! Cool.
A long time ago.
From Detroit.
Yes, he is from Detroit. I think you're frozen, Brent. You're frozen in a really good way, so I actually think it's acceptable for me. Oh yeah, you are totally frozen.
Totally frozen.
Really looking real evil there too. That's pretty
good. I am looking evil. I see that.
Sleep.
Still there? Can you hear me at least?
I believe we can hear you just fine. Actually, it's just the video for some reason. We're just gonna have to wait a second. Let that get on through there. Oh my God. So Brent, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Dylan. How are you?
Oh, we all know you're not talking like that.
Oh, that doesn't look like. Does that match? Man, I am really frozen.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on.
But not on my end. Not on
Bizarre.
my end.
Yep, Aquarian Ibis is confirming this is the evil freeze frame. So again, I don't really.
My evil Cooper frozen.
Oh yeah, so yeah, this doesn't. This is the kind of technical glitch that I'm actually enjoying. I'm enjoying it a lot.
I think if you're on that side of the screen, you're just going to be a frozen, monolith or whatever. Just at some point, you're just going to be just frozen in time.
Yeah, you're frozen there. I don't know what's going on.
Huh.
I wonder what that's about.
Let me.
Because it's bizarre because you are not frozen
On Skype.
Skype. Even
Not
though
at all.
Skype is the video I'm using.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe at some point I'll get tired of it and then we'll fix it. So Craig is saying Control Shift Delete.
Control Delete.
Control Shift Delete.
Control Shift Delete.
Let me.
Oh.
No. I'm just gonna try here. He is wearing a shirt that says black. That's true.
Yeah.
So let me. So that's what matters. I fixed your thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep, we're back on. We're back on. We got it working. Bammo.
Oh, am I frozen again?
I don't think so. I just gotta move you a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Centered perfectly, looking beautiful as heck. Beautiful as heck. All right, finally. I think sometimes you gotta laugh. You gotta do jazz hands, Brent. Jazz hands. You gotta keep them in the frame, though. You gotta do jazz hands like this. There you go. There you go. Jazz hands confirmed 2020. All right, so sometimes you got to laugh at yourselves. And the one thing I've learned about Brent and I is that the way we laugh at ourselves is by laughing at others.
Yeah.
And so let's laugh at let's join someone in laughing at others. Let's do that.
This was fun that this was a thing. I remember this.
City does not change or defy immigration laws. That is Congress's job to change immigration laws.
Oh. Let's wear a green shirt in honor. Oh, that guy.
That is an incredible insult.
Thoroughly enjoying it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a pretty incredible thing. I forgot. So Brent's got the Black Lives Matter t-shirt. I've got the East Village magazine. It's funny because I was just thinking, so I used to, East Village magazine is a Flint, Michigan institution that I used to write for back in the day. And I covered the building planning commission, which is fun because no one would come. They were not nearly as exciting as that local government meeting that we got to see. Unfortunately, that would have been pretty great.
Did a green shirt.
Oh, Lordy B, Brent. So we're taking a month off. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. Speaking of that, I made an error that Craig has highlighted. I made a few errors in the Posse Comitatus episode where, so I said Umatilla County Posse. It's Umatilla, or the L's are pronounced, which is very hard for me to do because I see the two L's and I think Spanish word.
Yeah.
Right. what else was I going to say? I also think there were certain concepts that we made fun of. Specifically, I made fun of, like the claim of adverse possession and the possession is 9/10 of the law or something like that. Those are real legal concepts. They're just bad. Umatilla County. Like what now?
Like tortillas.
Yeah, like tortillas, jalapeno. Have you ever had some fine jalapenos on your tortillas? Just like that. It's very hard for me to say. I have to admit, it's physically difficult for me to say the L's when I see the two L's. All right, let's see here. What else? So one approach. Ooh, ice cream. One approach to dealing with a tyrannical government is to declare your sovereignty. You can either be a sovereign citizen type, or you can start your own country, which we've talked about, the micronation. And sometimes when you're part of a micronation, you got to remember that you're in a fine tradition of micronation. So let's see what that's about. Yes.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
I am President Kevin Baugh of the Republic of Molossia.
I am King George II, current ruler of Slobovia and one of the founding members.
My name is Dr. Eric Liss. I am the unquestioned tyrannical dictator of the Arican Empire.
Unquestioned.
If you don't remember any of these countries from geography class, you're not alone. They're all micronations, self-declared sovereign states not formally recognized by the countries in which they reside. This summer, representatives from 27 micronations gathered for a summit in Dunwoody, Georgia.
A day's in.
I hope it's a day's in where they have that waffle flipper.
Yeah, those are the fancy ones.
Divine
Continental
right theory.
breakfast.
And I have over 200 citizens who tend to agree with it. I don't think it makes us exactly a cult, but
You shouldn't laugh after saying that.
Oh, that's the thing, you don't laugh either.
Yeah.
I love your outfit.
Laughter doesn't
That
follow
was
that.
wonderful. I can give the tour of the house if anybody
I also
wants
love I'm an absolute monarch, and my citizens tend to agree with it. Like I like it.
more of a political statement than an ideology. We don't care for the way things are going in the countries we come from. And we think we could do a better job, even if it's just over a postage stamp sized piece of property.
Postage stamp. Is there really a micronation that's the size of a postage stamp?
There should be. You know what? There is now. Let me kind of see.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It's
There's
inside
the size of-
my drawer. There are a number of postage stamps.
Okay.
And they are a nation now. I've just declared it.
Wow.
Harry Boots, the kitten that I've shown on Discord many times. We call him Micro Meat. He is a micro. He's a small one. He is the king of the postage stamp nation inside my desk. Just declared it. Microbia. That's what it's called. And he is the king of it. So Craig wants me to pronounce a word. So my this word, when I see it, my first reaction is jicaria. That's my first. I know it's wrong because he wants me to say it because I'm going to say it wrong, which is fine. And yeah, that's what's funny about the micronation monarchy. It's just as legitimate as any other monarchy, which is pretty sad.
It's not very micro. It's the size of an Antarctica. Or whatever that one
yeah,
was.
that was
Antarctica.
Yeah, Westphalia something. Yeah, just because it's like it's like a fifth of Antarctica, if I remember, which is very large.
Massive chunk of land.
Hicaria. That's how you say the word. Hicaria. All right, what do we have in here? All right, let's do a quick one. This one is for Kelsey.
Oh.
Cover all 9,000 taste buds.
Which my brother sent me.
Aerate it. Warm it up. Driving up. That top note. That cream. Pure vanilla. Sweeteners. That's a 10.
Some ASMR for y'all. I hope you like that. Hope you like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Gross.
So, one thing I found recently. So, I feel, I want to see the order. You know, so I think one thing we're all kind of confronting now, that's kind of not the right word for it, but Black Lives Matter has been coming to the forefront. Brent's wearing the t-shirt. And so we thought there was a certain kind of philosopher that we felt we needed to return to help us think through all the difficult issues that are surrounding...
Stefan Molyneux.
No, not...
Been banned on Twitter, apparently. So I've heard.
Oh, he was banned on Twitter?
It says it's one of the biggest philosophy discussion platforms that there is.
Yes, that's a common thing for him. That was fun, Stefan Molyneux, when he was a hardcore anarcho-capitalist, and he had more like purely philosophy content. That was all very false. But Stefan Molyneux is not the philosopher today. It's an even more important philosopher than Mr. Stefan, and I feel we need to listen to this man. He's got a lot of good ideas.
It's in Vegas too, I think.
Yeah.
The public land belongs to we, the people of Clark County. I want to share that land with them. It's not my land, it's your land. Why can't you...
You know he's not guilty because he's got that button.
Your land. I protect my rights to the forage and the water and the access to it and the range improvements, but I protect all of your rights. The federal government can't own any land. Any land. Anybody understand that? They can't own any land, and else it's Article 1, 8, and 17, and they have to purchase that land from the state. I graze my cattle only on Clark County, Nevada land, and I have no contract with the federal government. And you guys to think I'm supposed to just love what happened? I just spent 700 days in their jail. I'm a little bit upset about that sometimes. Now I've got to make the decision whether I'm going to be bitter the rest of my life, whether I'm going to forgive them. But one thing for sure, I'm going to go back and ranch. I'm going to produce you people some more food, and I'm going to fight for your freedom and liberty to come out on your land and enjoy your land.
Amen.
Ranching all day.
Amen. Finally, someone cares about our rights to steal from the taxpayer. You know, that's the main thing that we need to talk more about how, you know, all the money that goes into financing and kind of maintaining those public lands, we got to steal it. That's what freedom is all about. So that's kind of, you know, clearly a very smart philosopher, not on the Stefan Molyneux level. And actually, Aquarian Ibis noted Stefan Molyneux's Poland expedition. Are you aware of the Poland video? Have you seen that, Brent? So it's basically, so he goes to Poland. It's basically where he realizes that white nationalism is true. And he says, like, look, I'm an empiricist, and you go to Poland and it's clearly there's no crime, everything's great because there's only white people. I'm just telling it like I see it. And it's pretty incredible. Stefan Molyneux has a lot of good ideas. So let's hear another philosopher talk about Cliven Bundy.
While we're talking sports, just last month, a wonderful story. An American won the Boston Marathon for the first time in 30 years. Which was inspiring and only fair since a Kenyan has been president for the last 6. To even things up.
You came up with that conspiracy, Donald Trump.
We have some other athletes here tonight, including Olympic snowboarding gold medalist Jamie Anderson is here. We're proud of her. Incredibly talented young lady. Michelle and I watch the Olympics. We cannot believe what these folks do. Death-defying feats. Haven't seen somebody pull a 180 that fast since Rand Paul disinvited that Nevada rancher from this dinner. As a general rule, things don't end well if the sentence starts, let me tell you something I know about the Negro. You don't really need to hear the rest of it. Just a tip for you. Don't start your sentence that way.
And everyone agreed. I mean, that's definitely true. Excuse me. So, yeah. Brent, is there any news you have? So what are you going to do with your entire month off?
Entire month off. Well, obviously something outside, because it is definitely the time to go outside here in Vegas. I think we're at 110 or something at some point here. That should be fun.
I mean, I think we might hit the hundreds here, which is pretty incredible. It's getting a little warm here because I had to turn off the AC to make sure everyone can hear me. It's not good. It's not good.
Is your fan still going?
No, it's off. It's off. You know, that's the sacrifice I make, you know, and I have to do it when I record and I get into the closet. That's actually the closet door. You know, that's if you want. Oh, this is we're really getting the live. I can move shit. So that is the closet where the magic happens, and there's my fiance's clothes. We could take a tour of. It's kind of nice that I've got this iPhone thing. Yeah, this is Cribs. So I got these books.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
Does Boots come join you? So no Boots. Generally, the cats get kicked out when we record. Just so because especially Lewis is loud as hell, and so there's no way we could bring him on. It's Boots is making. Speaking of making 180s like Rand Paul, Boots has made a 180 in terms of affectionateness. He is now best friends with my fiance. It's incredible. It's just something that I don't know where it came from. He just decided one day, you know what? We're going to be best friends. We're going to cuddle all the time. We're going to get lots of pets. And I can pet him a lot more now too, but it's got to be on his terms. He's got to come to me, and then he's very affectionate. But if I walk within 10 feet of him, he's running. It's just bizarre. He's a skittish little man. Yeah, cats are fickle creatures.
To you, Alva's very cuddly with you.
Oh my God, Alva's the best.
That's great.
Oh, I think. Speaking of which, I think we have a surprise guest. Oh, look who it is! Oh, she's so heavy. Oh my God. Oh, it's Alva, everybody. Say hello to Alva. As you can see, her eyeballs are healing nicely. Oh, and it's Lewis. Oh, my God, Lewis. Oh, Alva. Oh, Alva, you're getting heavy. Oh, Lord. Woo. Lewis, come here. Everyone wants to see all the meats. Oh, Lewis does not like being held. Oh, so I'll only do it for a second. Hello. Oh, I know. Oh, okay. That was the meat hour. I don't know. The cat is fat, but it's funny. We brought her to the vet today, and she is 12 pounds even. So little bit. They said a little bit on the chonk side, but nothing too extreme. She's not obese for sure. Yeah, and they are precious and precious. I wish I could bring Harry Boots in, but he's doing his own thing. I'm going to let him do his own thing.
you guys think you'll ever get a dog?
So Kelsey really wants a greyhound. She's wanted a greyhound for a long time, and I just need to figure out my allergy situation because I'm deathly allergic to dogs. But she wants a greyhound bad enough, so definitely need to get on that. All right, so speaking of cats and dogs, let's watch Malcolm X on a game show.
Tonight we present the dynamic and controversial Negro leader himself, Malcolm X.
Speaking of Negro.
Another hidden challenger panel, and this time you're going after an international story. Gordon, may we start with you this time, please? 3 minutes.
The story happened on a continent beginning and ending with the letter A.
Yes.
Was that Asia?
Yes.
Was it east of India?
No.
Was it in India?
No.
Was it west of India?
Yes.
So was it up in the Persian area?
No.
Was it around the Holy Land?
Yes.
Has this to do with one of these Arab uprisings? Something in the Arabian country?
Which question?
Arab uprising, let's deal with that one.
No.
In an Arabian country?
Yes.
Was it Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
Was it the throning of the new king?
No.
Was it within the past 3 years?
Yes.
Was it in 1964?
Yes.
Well, there was a new king there. One abdicated. There was an airplane crash with a lot of diamonds spread around in the sands. They discovered a little more oil. They bought 17 more Rolls Royces, and they married 406 more wives. Any of those stories?
No.
Pass to Betty.
Thanks a lot. I think you covered them all. All right, is this a happy story?
Yes.
Is there any record or achievement involved?
I don't know.
Is there any money involved?
No.
Are you the central figure of the story?
Yes.
Are you a political figure?
No.
Are you a military figure?
No.
I don't know why that's getting a chuckle, but it is. Is there any loss of life in the story? You've talked of this being some kind of achievement, but is there any unpleasant aspect to the story?
Partly.
Partly. Pass to you, Charles.
Well, were there any violence involved?
Partly.
Partly. Were you involved in the violence?
No.
Was it of a military nature?
No.
Was it a raid of some kind?
No.
Did you get kidnapped or taken away in some, abducted in some way?
No.
Had it to do with a sports event? Did you involve
No.
yourself? Nothing like that. Well, you're giving us trouble here. Was there some exploration involved?
Somewhat.
Exploration?
Partly.
Were you looking for oil, say?
No.
You were not, but this got a chuckle also. Did you fall heir to a lot of money?
No.
Did you take some money off somebody else through some legal proceeding?
No.
Is this an archaeological story?
No.
Is there any political aspect to it?
Partly.
It is partly a political aspect. Is a discovery of some sort involved?
Yes.
Is a crime of some sort involved?
Partly.
Partly a crime, partly a discovery. Saudi Arabia.
There is an element to this story geographically that you couldn't hope to understand without exploring some other areas, which is giving you the trouble.
There's Yemen, there's Aden, there's the Bible.
It just our guests made, in effect, this announcement from this particular place, but if you'd connected the United States, perhaps you would have gotten a little closer to it. But you will understand when you see our guest, Mr. Malcolm X, and the story is Malcolm rejects racist doctrine in Mecca.
Next up, Malcolm X on Floor is Lava.
Yeah. So how do I know about this? So I excuse me. I just got finished reading the Malcolm X biography, The Life of Reinvention, which was very good, although there's a lot of controversy around elements of it. And there was, towards the end of it, I mean, that was pretty... He kind of only dies a few months after this. And it just threw out the fact in the biography that he was on a game show. And I was just like, what? And so that is one of the most bizarre videos ever. So it's unclear, like that's the one thing in the biography, it's like it's unclear why he did this. It's kind of, I guess, just to, you know, make himself more palatable, I guess, or more kind of friendly. I don't know. Either way, I love it. So I'm glad he did it. I enjoy it greatly. There was a word that Brent mispronounced recently, and I wanted to share a discussion of it with y'all. Let me see if I can find it here.
The name of the film is Coven. It's pronounced Coven, man. What else could it be pronounced?
Coven. That's the proper pronunciation.
No. Coven sounds like oven, man, and that's just, it doesn't work.
Coven.
Unless you want to put an umlaut or something over the O.
A what? You mean those? Oh, hold on a second. Those two dots?
Yes.
Best documentary ever.
Definitely one of them. Yeah, that's I believe that came up in the Hell's Bells Part 2, Coven, or the band Colvin. Yeah, there's no pragmatic reason to pronounce it Coven, but he did. Yes, Craig is talking about that movie. American movie, really one of the best. Also one of the scariest movies of all time. For me personally, just because of how oblivious the central character is, which is truly hard to imagine. Man, you got pixelated. Let's fix you a little bit. Yeah, pixelated, but at least we could see you. You might be a little bit frozen. Maybe not. Who knows? No, you're not frozen. Okay. Yeah, it's
like Mike. Mike is my favorite in that.
Yeah, Mike is nice. So he's always got the guitar, and he's playing the guitar blindfolded at a few points, which I really like. He's really into the scratch-offs, which is really fun. Yeah, just pixelated. I think he's getting a little better. Oh, beautiful. I hope he's doing. I hope they're doing good stuff now. You know, I'm not sure if he's gotten any like Tommy Wiseau. He's definitely not at that level, but I know he's been on a few podcasts and things. So I hope they're both doing really good. I hope they're rich.
Yeah.
That's really what I want to see personally. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think of what we have that really... Okay, so this is going to be a surprise for Brent, actually. This is something that came out about 7 years ago, but has very recently kind of been just popped up on my feed, and it's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. So let's take a look at this and show you all what this is about.
Welcome back to Ask a Slave, everyone. I'm Lizzie May, personal housemaid to President and Lady Washington, and I'm here to answer all of your queries. It's just like that old saying, if you want to know the truth, ask the housemaid, because the kitchen won't fry if the cat's in the stable on Tuesday. Well, let's get to the questions.
I know slavery was bad and all, but aren't you glad we made you black people Christians so you can go to heaven now?
Wait a minute. Heaven means an eternity full of white folks. I never thought of it that way. I may have to reconsider my options. Anybody know a Mohammedan I can talk to?
Who invented slavery?
I don't know. Probably a white man. Even if they didn't, they'd take credit for it.
Are you married?
Why, you looking?
No, I'm taken.
I'm just teasing. Yes, I'm married with children. Oh, but slave marriages aren't recognized by law.
So it's a lot like gay marriage.
Oh, well, yes. It's like I always say, there's no greater joy in life than a gay marriage. I hope the Lord blesses you fellas with a gay marriage, too.
You know, slavery wasn't just bad for black people. White people were slaves too, you know.
What? What in the world are you talking about? White people ain't slaves.
Yes, there were. There were thousands of Irish slaves.
Yeah, so what's that got to do with anything?
See, I told you there were.
Now, wait a minute. You can't be white and Irish at the same time.
Wait a minute. I'm white and I'm Irish.
Oh, honey, I see the confusion. Yes, you're pale as bonefish, sure. But any God-fearing white man will tell you, you're just a nigger turned inside out.
What?
Glad I could clear that up for you. Next question.
Is it hard? Like, really hard? Because I work at Forever 21, and it's like slavery. It's hard.
I must admit, I was expecting this whole thing to attract a higher caliber of personage.
Hey, Miss Lizzie. Show me where you're branded.
Oh, you want to see why I'm branded? Oh, wait. I think... Oh, yeah, it's right there. See that? Yeah, got it?
Yes. So, in case you didn't see the beginning there, she was a she used to play she used to play that role as like a, I don't know what the word is. You know, she worked at the museum and she played Lizzie May, and these were based on real questions she got because everyone in America is bad. We're all bad and we're all stupid and we probably don't deserve to live. That's what my takeaway from that is. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Well, we gotta getting towards wrapping up. I'm trying to figure out what we should end on, because, you know, we normally end on, what was I going to say? We normally end on, Mr. Mr. Neil Breen. But I think we ran through all those trailers.
No, he's got to keep making movies.
Yeah, he's got a
retrospective to end this off.
Yeah, God. There was that one thing that you found that I think I was gonna find. It was like, it was an animated bit. And so, kind of with this, I'm sorry again about all the aggravation that happened. And thanks for all the patience.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
With this and also with us, and so we will be coming back on whatchamacallit, August. We'll have the first bonus episode. First of the month, Mr. Dukes coming back.
Get an outtake.
And we do have an outtakes episode that'll be coming out in a couple days. But until then, we leave you with a taste of Breen.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Where are you?
See, Porsche shouldn't have done Kafka. He should have done this.
Come back.
So close.
The cleanse has begun.
All right, everybody. See you
Happy July 4th.
later. Yeah, it'll be July 4th in about 53 minutes. We will see you
See you guys
later.
in a month.